Hello YouTube fans and followers of Mi'kmaq Stone Carver. Steve here with a short video on this medallion that I've carved in black peripherite stone. I believe the stone comes from Africa, and it has a nice beautiful black sheen on it when polished. This carving depicts an 8-point star with the Avon River superimposed over it. It's the Avon River from Nova Scotia, where it flows into the Minas Basin. This piece was requested by a lady in Nova Scotia who works with protecting the Avon River, and there's been lots of controversy about the bridge that comes across and the expansion of the highway that's going over the Avon River right now. And a lot of people are worried about the dying fish and stuff. So you can look up lots of information about that online. What I've done, I've completed the carving of the design and have applied a couple of coats of tung oil polish. So now, for this video today, I'm going back over the etchings to bring out the gray color, the contrast. You can see where the washed out lines still appear black, and I'm going to make them gray. I'm using a rotary bit here. It's one of those diamond infused bit where they take the metal when it's hot and they dip it in diamond dust and press the diamond grains into it. So there's almost no stone that this can't cut or scratch, so it works great on this stone. So I'll give you an example here now. I'm working my way across over here to these points, and I have to go very slow because if I slip out of the grooves that I have cut, I'll make a nasty scratch on the surface that I really don't want, because then I'd have to go back and polish the whole thing all over again. So I have to be very careful that I get my point right into the grooves. Now it's important that I don't press hard, because if I do slip or hook an edge and I'm pushing hard, then the mistake that I make is going to be that much deeper because of the pressure. So what I do here is I just lay the point right in the groove, get it in there, and then just drag it lightly to almost sand the surface more than continuing the deep carving. And you can see the dust building up around it as I follow the lines. These half circles were meant to represent the 13 Mi'kmaq communities throughout Nova Scotia, and also the 13 moon phases, cycles of the moon, like that. So on the back side of the medallion, a similar type situation. I've rounded off the back edge, and I've added the whole new symbol in the back, which has been carved in with a chisel. And I use this as a diamond file as well, thin and flat, coated with diamond powder. And I just lay the point in the groove that I've carved out. And same idea, just gently drag it back and forth to sand away the tung oil polish that's been put in on the stone. I hope you enjoyed this video. There's plenty more if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Mi'kmaq Stone Carver. I appreciate all the likes and the shares. And also you can visit Mi'kmaq Stone Carver on Facebook to see lots of progress images of all the works that I've done and ones that I'm currently working on. I'm also on Instagram and Twitter, and also a few videos on Vimeo as well, if you're a member of Vimeo. There we go. That's it. I'll keep going away on the rest of all of these little diamond shapes and the 8-point star. Hey everyone, back here again. This time all of the etching is done. As you can see, the nice gray lines are appearing in the black stone. And what I'm going to do now is apply a very, very thin coat of tung oil. And the key word being thin, because if it gets too thick, it will actually seep down into those grooves and I'll have to do it all over again. So I've got just a little dab of tung oil on my rag here, and I'm just going to touch it gently, not push in at all, and just slightly wet the surface. Wipe it on. I'm not sure if you can see it in the camera or not, but from my angle looking down here, I can see what is wet and what isn't. So I just gently go over the less shiny spots where it hasn't been wetted with the oil. I think that's full coverage. It's much shinier there now. We'll let it soak in here for just a couple of seconds. It won't soak in much because it's already been applied a couple of times. But I can already see a couple of spots where it's seeping down into the etching, so I will have to go over it again. So now before the tung oil dries, I'll put another dry rag on the top and just gently wipe off the excess. This helps give it an extra smooth surface. And I'll probably do this a couple of more times after it dries overnight. And we'll do it again. Okay everyone, Steve here again. I'm back again after 3 more thin coats, I believe, of the tung tree oil. The Tooetunook Medallion is starting to look great, of the Avon River and the 8-point star. Just got a final etching to do in here where the Avon River comes out of Windsor area in Nova Scotia. This is where the controversial causeway and highway expansion cuts across the river, essentially choking off the south portion of the river here and causing all the concern about the migration of the fish that are trapped in the remaining silty water of the Avon River. And there we have it. That's the final etching done. Now I will take a trusty paper towel with a little spritz of some sacred water. Squeeze it back into the rag just to make it damp, because I don't want a lot of water on the stone. And we'll just give it a quick wipe to remove all the dust from the etching. Remove all of my dusty fingerprints. And there you have the Avon River medallion, all etched out and looking great. We take our beaded lanyard, and I've utilized this system here on a previous medallion. I'm really liking how useful it is. This is what they call a Chicago bolt. It's used in book bindings. Bolt books together. Sorry about the hands in the way. Like that. And we thread the Chicago bolt back in. And there we have it. The completed Avon River medallion, known as Tooetunook, flowing square into the sea, where the Avon River and the St. Croix River meet together and flow out into the Minas Basin of Nova Scotia. Thank you for watching. Wilaliog. Please like, follow, subscribe, and share to Mi'kmaq Stone Carver on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and also on Vimeo. Wilaliog.